Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Great. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, baby. 20. Let's see what you got. Mike's 49.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Go, go, go. 5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2.
To the air, Allen. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Check. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
You.
Here's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check. Gun. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 24. Check. Hey!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Check 4. He's coming. We got double up. No. 8.
Now Gordon. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A gain of 14.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They'll try the air now with Newton. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep left side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 29-yard line.
That's it. And then watch the pass. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Wide, game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the red zone now, Newton. Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Set, ready. 49. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the I. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Allen now looks to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, 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 alert!
On play action, Allen going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Middle, 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 middle.
Here's Allen to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Ready? 180. I got one.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, let's get this.
From his end zone, Newton on 3rd and long. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. To return is Taylor. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Allen. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 31's the mic. You got nothing to do.
To throw, it's Allen. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You ain't doing nothing today. What are you doing nothing today? Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go, G. Gun. Mike 40, check. He's coming. Man out, man. What are you?
Throwing again. Newton. Able to get this to Gordon. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's bring it. Check that 7. Check that 8. Check hot. Tight dog.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Middle. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
31's the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey, home. 31's the mic. We go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
To the set. Right to the 3.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Watch the run. Under 10. 10. Check. 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Stay at home.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
4 down.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You go night, night. Alert, alert, alert. Small.
The give to Taylor.
Go, run.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch the slash. Watch the slash.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Round 80. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Done. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 55, Mike 55. Go!
Operating from the red zone now. Allen forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, 319. Watch 55. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, complete to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check 180. Check 52's the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Callaway. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
To the center. Look, 80. Lunch 49. You must be true. 20.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
For the tip. Ready to eat. Got you, boy.
From the end zone, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, he slipped right by him. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Mike. 80! Check 55, Mike. Not today, you won't. Not today.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 27-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on 1st down.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Allen going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 95 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Allen on the keeper. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Brown 80! 55! Yeah. What is that?
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Lumberjacks and the San Francisco 49ers. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready. Come on, God, 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. First carry for Darius Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
What's the run? He get. Hey, check 24. Hey, lock it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
You ain't doing nothing.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hey, switch gears. 49, check 49. Check, lucky. Deuce. Hatchet. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Door. Hey, rock it. Ready?
On first down, Hawley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Crash. Check. Rush in.
On second down, McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Check 26.
Off the play fake. Hawley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Haskins. Open man is Howard, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, second and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Haskins will throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Geis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's get it. Yeah. 55. Coming this way. Here we go.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Portland.
Tight right. Everyone's got 4 down.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key to tight end.
Throwing on second and 14. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Pick me up. Here we go. 24's the mic. Hey, what's the ball?
From the gun, Haskins on third down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Come on.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Leo, fight.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hawley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check. Crunch. 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 Go. Jack. 2.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hawley. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball, but when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Shotgun handoff now to Geis, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Ready up. 51's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Hard. Good God. Let's go.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Keep playing hard. Hey, Alpha. Mike 51. Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart. Hey. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Switch.
Looking to throw. Hauling. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
I got you, son. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Hey, here we go. Watch. Five. Ready.
Back to throw. Hauling. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go. Hey, Mike 51. Rabbit. Now.
Operating from the gun. Hauling. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
90 roll.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Out. Shift. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on 1st down. Hauling. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
6-6, pull it high. Go. Mike. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm on. Twist.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check. Switch it.
Squeeze.
Check 24. Shift.
Hit it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, Haywood.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Topper.
He's coming. We got double up. No. Off.
Bam. Spike.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Now.
Watch a slant.
Let's go. Deep river.
From the gun, Hawley. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Call me crouch.
Rock it.
Check 13.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 51. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Let go.
To throw again, Hawley. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Hawley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators.
Who that? Watch out.
Smooth.
Hey, Mike's 50.
You're out.
Watch the safety creep. Showing it. Jack.
Hey. High 7. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Hawley Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hawley. He's got his man complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
That's another 49er.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Hawley. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Coming to you, coming to you. Protein spill. Under crush. Snap.
2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Looking to throw, Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. It's Geis on the counter, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Safe. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meredith. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Spot 9. 3 buzz. Shift. Check, 59. Come off the ball. Check 59.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Hayward. 59, Mike. 59. Yeah. 59. That's what I do.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Here we go. Man left. Border. Alone. Motion. 24 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Haskins off to Geis on the screen. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Here's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go. Come on, 60 out, on. 53. Out, baby. Get low. Rest.
Now a run with Geis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
On the double. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill, kill, kill. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Spy.
On 2nd down now, it's Neal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set up. 50, Mark 50. Hey, pick your game up. 50's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Martin, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Jackson to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shoot. Check it backer.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready. Watch the run. Mike 5-9.
Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. But he caught it out of bounds, and the score stays the same here in the 4th.
So close to changing numbers on the scoreboard. When you're running routes in the end zone, you've got to give yourself enough space as a receiver to make sure you can come down with the ball inbounds.
Especially in this type of a game in the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Elliott good with a PAT, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1, to get yourself in position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here we go with Haskins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other 2 now can take the ball and close this game out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the 49ers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Portland, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.